Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, man. It is your boy Lewis, and once again, I am back with yet another video. And I was looking at something online on Google Chrome since we are talking about basketball. And again, I do this channel to try to be the most educated basketball YouTuber there is, because there's a lot of them out there. But what I try to do is, again, all I try to do is be objective and just talk basketball content. And what I try to do is display the facts so there's not undisputable. I welcome disagreements. I don't welcome disrespect. So that's what I do, man. All I try to do is just provide the knowledge. That's all it is. It's just to get you guys to understand that, hey, what I know is what I know when I talk about basketball. I've been watching the game for years, and I just try to tell you the best information to my ability. So today's video is going to be about the GOAT MJ. Funny. But this is why I'm going to continue to put videos out there when it comes to these players. I mean, I'm going to talk about current players in the NBA and stuff like that. But, when it comes to all-time greats, and again, this is stemming from LeBron's whole 73-9 argument that he claims himself to be the greatest ever. And trust me, I just gave some facts that can debunk that myth. But once again, this video is going to be about the 5 probably most untouchable feats that Michael Jordan completed in his career. And so you ask yourself, well, Lewis, what untouchable feats? Are you saying that things that, probably no player is ever going to do? Well, here's the thing. You would think that even with today's era and you look at today's rules, you think that players can achieve much more. I mean, just look at these triple doubles. I mean, the triple doubles out here, they're coming at a ridiculous pace. But again, it's because of the era we live in. And the thing is, the establishment of the three-point shot is part of the reason why there's a lot more rebounds for even smaller players. And because smaller players tend to roam around the basket, that's because of the fact that teams are shooting a lot more threes. We're in the three-ball era now. So that's why a lot of these guards get these rebounds. It's because of the fact that teams are now taking longer shots. So the mid-range game is a lost art, and so is post play. I'm hoping with guys like Embiid, that this element starts to come back again, because I thought that the basketball inside-out game was actually beautiful basketball. But anyway, getting a little off topic. So back to what I was talking about. So today is going to be 5 untouchable feats that Michael Jordan accomplished in his career that will debunk the myth of, as great of a player as LeBron James is, the man is 34 years old, and I don't see him accomplishing this anytime at all, okay? He's older. Father Time is undefeated. He is. And those are just facts. But here are 5. So here it is. Lewis presents to you 5 untouchable feats that Michael Jordan has accomplished in his career that I don't think LeBron or any player is probably going to accomplish. Number 1. Michael Jordan led the team in 4 different categories on 2 different occasions. No other player has ever done that in NBA history. Now you're asking yourself, Lewis, what are you talking about? Well, Michael Jordan's rookie season was 1984-85, the 84-85 season. What were Michael Jordan's stat lines? The man had 28.2 points per game. He had 5.9 rebounds. Actually, no, sorry, 6.5 rebounds. 5.9 assists, and he had 2.4 steals, all while shooting 48%. So that means Michael Jordan led the team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. 4 categories. He would then do this later while shooting 48%, might I add, in his rookie season. He would then do this later in his MVP season of 87-88. Where he averaged 35 points, 5.5 rebounds. You could just round that out to 6 assists. 6 assists. Excuse me, I said 6 assists again. 6 rebounds. 5.9 to 6 assists. How about 3.2 steals? And 1.4 blocks. So that means he led the team in points, steals, assists, and blocks. Not to mention that he won Defensive Player of the Year. He had 250 steals and 125 blocks. No player has ever accomplished that, which I'll get to in a second. And when you think about it, he also was the All-Star Game MVP. He won the regular season MVP. He won the steals title, and he won the scoring title, and he won the slam dunk contest. Back-to-back slam dunk contest winner. So MJ accomplished all of that in just one season. And you're telling me LeBron's the GOAT? Look at all of that Jordan accomplished in just one season. Now just imagine if he won the championship and finals MVP. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. If his team was good enough and he would have won finals MVP with a championship, oh my God. Oh my God. So then there's that. Untouchable feat number 2. Michael Jordan scored at least 2,500 points or more in 5 consecutive seasons. That means from the 86-87 season to the 90-91 season, Jordan averaged 2,500 points at least in 5 straight seasons. As a matter of fact, he's the only player in NBA history to score 3,000 points in a season. He scored 3,041 in the 86-87 season. Think about that. And then in the 91-92 season, he fell just short of scoring 2,500. I think he was at 2,400 something, I think, that year. And then the next season, in 92-93, when he averaged 32.6 points per game, he scored over 2,500 points. No player has scored 2,500 points in 5 consecutive seasons. That's pretty difficult for somebody who was a medium-sized guard at the time. Like the way his body frame was looking before he added more muscle and started to look like a real shooting guard. But think about that. 2,500 points in 5 straight seasons, 6 of the last 7, if you include the 92-93 season. LeBron has scored over 2,000 points, like in consecutive seasons, but 2,500. He hasn't even come close to that. There's no way. Again, that's untouchable. Fact number 3. I just mentioned this. Michael Jordan, again, is the only player in NBA history to record 250 steals and 125 blocks at least in a season. He did that in his MVP season. The funny thing is, some people felt he should have won the MVP in, what was it? In 86-87, because he averaged 37 a game, and he also had 200 steals and 100 blocks that year. But in 88, he actually had more steals and more blocks that season. So I think he had 256 steals and he had 127 blocks. That's just incredible, man. That's incredible. Then you have this. You have fact, untouchable feat number 4. Michael Jordan is the only player to have averaged 40 points in the playoffs 5 different times in 5 different playoff series. In 179 playoff appearances, Michael Jordan scored at least 40 points 38 times. That's 1/5 of the amount of games that he's played. LeBron James is the next closest with 27 40-point games in 27 40-point games in 238 playoff appearances. That's 1/9 of the playoff games that he's played. Now, we're not saying that LeBron doesn't turn it up in the playoffs, but Jordan scored more. He has 11 more 40-point games in less playoff appearances. In 59 less playoff appearances, Jordan has 11 more 40-point games. That's incredible. In the 88 playoffs, the highest points per game average in NBA history for a playoff series, he had 45.2 points per game against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the '88 first round playoffs. That's the highest average for any player in NBA playoff history. Now, you're saying to yourself, wow, you know, he probably didn't do that in the finals, but, oh, wow. I'm about to display the facts once again. In the 1993 NBA Finals, Michael Jordan averaged 41 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 8 assists, all while shooting 51% from the field. And to this day, it is the highest scoring average for an NBA Finals in playoff history. On top of the fact that it was on a damn near triple-double and still shooting 50%. And he won Finals MVP that year. And untouchable feat number 5, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. It's like not rocket science. But once again, scored the most points in a playoff game with 63 against the Boston Celtics, who I mentioned in my last video, won 67 games, 40-1 at the Boston Garden. They had the #1 defense and they had the #1 defensive rating in basketball. And Michael Jordan scored 63 points with Dennis Johnson, who made first team all defense that year. Larry Bird was made second team. Larry Bird may not be, he's not a great defender, but that doesn't mean he relaxes on defense. He tries. He just wasn't athletic or didn't have the quick feet. But Larry Bird was a solid defender, and he was still able to average 2.4, at least 2 steals. I believe he did it, about 3 or 4 times, which is pretty incredible. But he did average over 2 steals about 4 times in his career. LeBron's only done that 1 time. But yeah, 63 at the Garden. He did it on 41 shots. And he also had 19 free throws. He was 19 of 21 from the free throw line. He was 21 of 41 from the field. Actually, no, my mistake. No, he was 22 of 41 from the field. So that's over 50%. And people are going to say, wow, but Lewis, he got 63 on 41 shots. But what was his field goal percentage? He shot over 50%. On top of the fact that he shot over 90, he shot at least 90% from the free throw line. Oh, but we're not even going to talk about the fact that he gave you 5 rebounds. He gave you 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. How many guys in a 60-point game could still fill up the stat sheet? How many guys? 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks in a 63-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, we're probably never going to see things like this again. Probably not. Which is the reason why LeBron is padding his statistics a lot more. Because I think deep down he knows the truth. And his insecurities are showing. But hey, once again, this is Lewis yet again with another video. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this content. And this is why I wanted to do this, because it's like, again, the LeBron fans out here keep going with this guy's the GOAT and Michael Jordan was just a scorer. But this is showing you Michael's all-around game. And yet people out here are just, it's like the stats are there, even the advanced statistics are there, and they're still trying to make an argument with these little things about 1-9 without Pippen. It's like you're getting robotic with the same nonsense. I just gave you the damn facts. Also, if you take away Michael Jordan's Wizard years, he's a career 50.5% field goal shooter. So in reality, he's really, for his career, 50%. Oh, I didn't even mention this stat either. He's also the only, you have to also think about this. He's dominating the game as a 2-guard. In an era where it was about the big men, in terms of building their team around them, in order to win a championship. The 90s basketball, when you talk about it was a time for big men to dominate. This guy, Michael Jordan, in 5 consecutive seasons, shot at least 51% or better in his career.
He shot 51% or better 5 consecutive times. His highest being the 89 season, shooting almost 55% on 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. So he almost averaged a triple-double, shooting 54%, yet we gloat over Russell Westbrook. Don't get me wrong, Russell Westbrook is a great player. This guy, it's crazy how Russell averaged a triple-double, shooting 42%. Michael almost gets 10 rebounds, 10 assists, scoring over 30, almost did a 30, 10, and 10, almost, because he had 32, 8, and 8, but shot a higher field goal percentage. So I'm going to continue to keep displaying more facts. I'm telling you once again, it's just not comparable. Not comparable. So once again, this is Lewis checking out yet again with another video. Again, hope you guys like and subscribe. Hope you guys going, again, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys think about the video and what I said on the statistics of Michael Jordan, the fact that these are 5 untouchable feats. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is Lewis once again checking in. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.